All right, so we're going to start to talk about the basic UI development for Flutter. Now, before we dive into the technical details, I want to start with just giving you the essential parts that we need to know about building a UI. So UI stands for user interface. Basically, for any kind of software, any kind of application, that's the part we see. Okay, what it looks like. And as these days, people pay more attention to UI or sometimes people call user interface or user experiences. And we want to build really nice and polished UI. And we want to have really good experiences. So for example, you look at a mobile app. This is Instagram UI and has very good visual stuff, visual layout. And this is the Discord UI, very typical social media messaging app, or some other apps you've been using very often, like Uber, that you request a drive, you track the status of the ride, and all the other account profile management information. Okay, so everything you see from the screen of the app, that part is called user interface. Okay, as a mobile app developer using Flutter, you first need to learn how do we build all these visual components because without any of the visual components, it's impossible for you to enable the user to interact with the app or do other kind of tasks. Okay, so that's what we're trying to focus right now. How do we build and develop this kind of visual user interface? But then if you think about the UI in a more fundamental way, we saw a lot of things going on the screen, but essentially there are only two type of things you're seeing. And the first is all the UI widgets. So for example, you use buttons, you use icons, you use images, you use URLs. Think about Uber, all the little icon, the car, the button, and all the little bit small like a marker, text, label. Those are the widgets. Any kind of UI system will often provide you a collection of different UI widgets you can use, including not just also the button, but also maybe drop-down list, or maybe search bar, or maybe reading bar, or maybe some other like animated elements. So the more type of elements available or widgets available, then the more rich type of UI you can ever build. Now, besides the UI widget, it's also very important to know that widget are contained and controlled by the UI layout. So layout normally are things that's not visible, but they help you to group and put all the widget together in a very nice and organized way. And they may control how you show the multiple element in a vertical way. Maybe you want to center them, or maybe you want to, put one on top of the other one. All of these kind of things are controlled by the layout. So that's why when you look at a UI from a developer point of view, you should know that you need to write code to implement the widget, but also you need to write a code to control how the widget should be placed.